Stanley Park is such a beautiful place in Vancouver. It's such an interesting place because we have so many types of habitats within the park. We have forest, we have wetlands, and we have nearshore environments. So the local ecology that you can see here is vast. The park is visited by 18 million visitors a year. Stanley Park is located on the lands of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh Nations, and it is incredibly important that we recognize the stewardship of those lands.
Stanley Park is a huge urban park where the city literally interacts with nature in a way that you don't see in a lot of other places.
Stanley Park, to me, is a very interesting example of an urban park, and it's very unique in the sense that you have a 406-hectare park situated right in the heart of downtown, which I don't know many other places around the world where you can go from in the middle of downtown and urban sprawl into a park that's relatively healthy, all things considered. We have a variety of ecosystems. We have wetlands, we have forests, we have intertidal.
And it's really special because it's so interconnected with the city. You literally step from sidewalk into a forest floor within a matter of meters. And because of that, you can find so many different plants and animals that you can't find in the city.
Stanley Park Ecology Society is a small organization with just a few handfuls of staff and an absolutely massive number of volunteers.
So as SFES, we could not run without our volunteers. Our volunteers are the foundation of everything that we do. And we welcome anyone who is interested in the outdoor world, who wants to connect with the community, who wants to interact with youth to come and join us.
And we're always looking for volunteers, right? We run a pretty small team here. The key to our work really rests with our volunteers. So our volunteer base is what allows us to do all of our research, all of our monitoring. Our stewardship program almost entirely is comprised of volunteers, and our ability to help restore Stanley Park is entirely dependent upon them.
I actually started at SPES volunteering as a teenager in day camps, and it inspired me to go study ecology.
Volunteers bring new perspectives and new ideas to our program that we wouldn't be able to do without them.
In order for us to have the impact that we do, we need to have those people come out and volunteer with us. Everyone is welcome in the organization.
Last year we had upwards of 780 volunteers in total across all of our programs. So it gives you an idea of the sheer scope that we have. And we have anybody from children to parents to seniors in the community. We have a ton of West End residents that like to come through to the park.
We really think that exposing kids to the outdoors at a young age will have a profound impact on them when they're older, both in terms of learning about science and ecology, but also in terms of caring about the environment. And through our programs, we're able to get kids from the West End, but also all over Vancouver and even in Richmond, Burnaby, Surrey. And we do this by hands-on activities, so games, and we do exploration as well as talks and walks.
On the conservation side, we do a lot of research, wildlife monitoring, so we have a ton of surveys that we do, anything from bat surveys to beaver surveys. We do monthly bird counts, we do coastal waterbird surveys, so there's opportunities to come get some hands-on experience within the park doing some research and monitoring. We also run a lot of stewardship programs. We do a lot of invasive species removal, native plant restoration, habitat restoration within the park, and we have a couple key programs. We run what we call our DIRT program, so that's our dedicated invasive removal team. So we run that 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to 1. We also run something called Eco Stewards, which runs every first and third Saturday of the month. Similar type thing where we bring groups of volunteers out and they're doing mostly like invasive plant pulls, things of that nature. In terms of urban wildlife, we recently have implemented a aversion conditioning program, a coyote aversion conditioning program. And the idea with that is we really want to try to discourage behavior that gets coyotes habituated to humans. And so the aversion conditioning program you can volunteer for, and essentially it's going around looking for coyotes within the park, and then depending on how the coyotes react, engaging in certain behaviors that deter them from becoming too comfortable with humans.
We have public programming that happens every month, so this includes outdoor programs, webinars, and workshops. So an outdoor program might look like going outside on a trail with a group, going bird watching, doing guided outdoor therapy, basically doing anything outside which is beneficial. And then our webinars are an opportunity for people who can't come out to the park to join us and listen to different expert speakers or knowledge keepers, so also a way to participate with us. And then our workshops are anything from traditional knowledge like traditional medicine or cedar weaving from Coast Salish teachers to art workshops, crafts, photography workshops. There's a really great variety of programming that we offer, so hopefully something that everyone is interested in.
Our educational components are a key part of SPES, and it's because it engages the community so much. We have youth coming to us as early as 3 years old, all the way up to 18 years old, and they're able to engage in the park in a way that they wouldn't be able to engage in a classroom. And so we think it's a really important part of the community because it exposes them to science and ecology and hands-on learning, and also develops like a passion and an awareness of the outdoors and how we can help protect it.
Thank you to everyone watching this video. I encourage you to come and visit Stanley Park if you are able. Nature gives back to everyone.